Hi, everybody. Welcome to the annual Cinco de Mayo Chihuahua races at Century Downs. My name is MJ with Country 105, and I'm excited to be your race announcer for today. Before we get started, we want to give a big shout out to the great people at Petland who put together some amazing prize baskets for our winners today. Another big thank you to El Tecalino and Born Brewing Company for the free samples today. You've been keeping our pet parents nice and hydrated. Now, one final shout out to our Country 105 winners here in the paddock lounge here. They won their way with a VIP giveaway, so make sure you listen to Country 105. You could be next. We're going to have a total of 6 races today, 2 qualifiers and a final for each weight class. The top 3 dogs from each of the qualifying races will move on to the final race of their weight class where they will compete for first, second, and third prizes. But first, we have drawn for the best dressed Chihuahua. We've seen some incredible costumes today, so thank you to everyone who put in the hard work dressing up their Chihuahua. You all look great. The winner is Bugsy. Give it up. Yay, Bugsy. Bugsy's also going to be in the race, so keep your eyes peeled. Also, stick around after the Chihuahua. There's Bugsy. Stick around after the Chihuahua races for the Kentucky Derby. It's going to be live streamed on the big screen all the way down from Churchill Downs. That post time for the Derby is 4:57. All right, time to get these races started, right? All right. We're going to start with the first lightweight qualifier race. So if you hear your dog's name, I need you to make your way onto the racetrack, okay? Alina, Boss, Bugsy, Daisy Louie, Guinevere, Happy, Kiwi, Maple, Sola, and Turbo. Make your way down to the racetrack, please. All right. We're going to get started shortly. All right, is everybody feeling ready? Give it up for our contenders. Here we go. On 3. On your mark. Get set. Go! Congratulations to all of our winners. Stick around because you're going to be competing with the lightweight final soon. All right, on to our second lightweight qualifier heat. So if you hear your dog's name, head on down to the track through the winner's circle. We're looking for Maverick, Meatball, Millie Frock, Milo, Moki, Mojito, Odin, Olive Von Kalmata, Penny Suki, Tony, and Umi. So if you heard your dog's name, make your way down to the racetrack, please. All right, everybody feeling ready? Here we go. On your mark, get set, go! All right, it is time for our lightweight final. Best of luck to everyone. Thank you again to Petland for putting this together. Some awesome gift baskets up for grabs for the top 3 winners. So, who we have? We have Elena, Guinevere, Happy, Milo, Moki, and Mojito. Mojito, by the way, is the reigning champ. So, are we all ready? On your mark, get set, go! All right, we have our winners for first, second, and third place. For third place, congratulations to Milo. Way to go, Milo. In second place, we have Happy. Congratulations, Happy. And in first place, yet another year, give it up for Mojito. Okay, we're going to move on to the heavyweights now. So if you hear your dog's name for the heavyweight round, please make your way down to the racetracks. We are looking for Archie, Belle, Betty, Blue, Buster, Carl,
with an ongoing
Chappie.
Let's see if we can get a look at him.
Again, that's Chappie, Charles Frank, Charlie, Chester, Leon, and Gucci. If you hear your dog's name, please make your way down to the racetrack.
Out of the ordinary. When I like a horse, I don't like to see a shoe repair. You know, anything that's going to put added stress on a horse, a shoe repair could do just that. Not something that I think is ever a positive. And horses that have shoe repairs over the years, in my experience, the vast majority of them don't get the job done. This is a tough enough task to begin with, Tony.
It's a shame for Cole Battle. I mean, it's a tough enough task with the amount of people that have their eyes on him. You know, that's the biggest crowd that he will ever race in his life. and now he has to deal with more adversity. His shoe, one of his shoes.
Here's Flying Mohawk, just moments away from riders up. So let's get through these last 10 here, Tony.
Okay.
Again, very similar to Final Gambit in that the question is, how will he perform on the dirt in a horse race?
He had been training exceptionally well on the dirt racetrack, but I know the connections are really thrilled that the rain has come, that he's getting the sloppy racetrack. You know, he has primarily turf and synthetic racing in his career. He's never been on a dirt racetrack, so the fact that it's sloppy, I think, only benefits him.
Number 12 is East Avenue, just missing the bluegrass last out to Burnham Square. There you see him. Should be part of the
All right,
case.
everybody
Let's go
ready?
to Publisher, second
Here
best
we
lap out of
go.
the Arkansas Derby.
On your
He is
mark.
still a maiden.
Get set.
0 for 7,
Go.
5 on the board performances for Publisher, who really seems to be coming to hand since adding the blinkers. And Tony, the stablemate, is Tistastic, winner of the Louisiana Derby.
You know, they both are hoping for a lot of pace up front. Publisher ran well with the blinkers on, and when they flew early, I mean, he was 16 lengths out of it in the Arkansas Derby and came with a big run.
Try to get a look at Publisher, and we'll try to get a look at Tistastic. In the meantime, let's send it down to Caitlin. The only thing I noticed in the walkover, Caitlin, Baeza was not handling the situation very well.
I agree with that. Since I've had a chance to get a look at a lot of the horses here in the post parade, here in the paddock, he was the one that I think I would probably have the biggest knock on as far as behavior. The one I will say has surprised me has been Sandman. I was very concerned about the type of behavior Sandman would have with his kind of a little bit more high strungness. When I watched him school some this week, he kind of got a little bit agitated a couple of times, but he has been super, super relaxed here in the paddock, which is something that is a little bit interesting to me, but I will agree with you. Baeza's the one that I have had some concerns about.
All right, that was a tight one. We had a tie for third place between Bella and Chester, so they're going to move on to the finals. And then in also with Bella and Buster and Betty. So stay tuned. We'll be back for the finals for that. But for our second heavyweight, we are calling down to the racetracks Lila, Luna, Molly, Olive, Rue, Rudy, Sebastian, Tito, Theodore Louis, Tia, Zeus, Don Locus, and Chico. If you hear your dog's name, please make your way down.
Great job by Simone there. I was waiting for her to do a backflip, Tony.
All right. Well, you're going to have to continue to wait, Joe.
Maybe if she picks the winner and cashes a ticket, we'll get to see the backflip. But great job by Simone. Let's just pick up here. We mentioned Publisher. There he is.
And if you didn't hear your dog's name,
he
please
is the
come down
other
to the
Steve
winner's
Asmussen
circle because
trainee.
this is
Steve
the
looking for
last
his
qualifying
first
chance.
Kentucky Derby win. Steve's been in a great mood this week. He's been flying under the radar. He's got 2 horses that he thinks are headed in the right direction that will get the 1.25 mile distance.
Well, he has definitely been talking about Tistastic's chances to get the 1.25 mile. He's right. He just won a 1 3/16 race. He ran a distant to second to Sovereignty as a 2-year-old. He'll have to bridge the gap on that rival to be successful here. 40-1 on the board currently. Or excuse me, 23-1 on the board for Tistastic.
All right, we're going to send it down to Caitlin. Caitlin, you got less than a minute before the horses go out here. Any other observations down in the paddock or any other thoughts that you have before they go out?
I'm torn in this race. I'm really torn between journalism and sovereignty when it comes to the top selection. Luxor Cafe is a horse that has done very, very well over and off track. So I think the off track moves him up the most, I would say. Journalism has been my hunch for the past month. So I'll stick with him, but sovereignty.
All right,
and
everybody
Luxor
ready?
Cafe, I have a very good feel for
Here
both
we
those
go.
horses. A good feel
On
for
your
both
mark,
of them. What
get
about you
set,
guys?
Go!
All right, horses are going to be heading out. We'll pick up with render judgment during the course of the post parade. We've got Kevin Kilroy standing by as well. We've got Caitlin Free reporting down in the paddock, and she has some things to add as well. Steve Butterman with the call of the post for the 151st Kentucky Derby.
Racing fans, the management staff and horsemen of Churchill Downs proudly present the 151st running of the Kentucky Derby, presented by Woodford Reserve. Please rise as the University of Louisville Band and Cardinal Singers perform My Old Kentucky Home.
Okay, this is our final race. We have our finalists. We have Bella, Betty, Buster, Chester, Lila, Rudy, Sebastian, and Tito. Make your way to the starting line, please. It is now time for our last Chihuahua race of the day, our heavyweight final. Is everybody ready? On your mark, get set, go! We have our winners for our heavyweight finals. In third place, Sebastian. Way to go, Sebastian. In second place, Chester. Good job, Chester. And in first place, give it up for Betty. Way to go, Betty. Extra treats tonight. Thank you, everyone who participated in the Chihuahua races. We really appreciate you all. Thank you so much.